In Ireland, almost 16,000 greyhounds were put down. Many of them retired from a successful racing career. Now, while that number might seem shocking, it is, believe it or not, almost half of the numbers that were destroyed 10 years ago. The reason for the reduction is the work of Paws, who find homes for abandoned greyhounds. Unfortunately, in Ireland, many people are reluctant to take on greyhounds as pets, so homes have to be found abroad. And Paul O'Flynn recently went with Paws to Prague in the Czech Republic, where 27 Irish greyhounds were found new homes.
A new lease of life for these athletic animals, who just days ago were destined to be put down. Now they run free again, stretching their legs and enjoying the affection of their new owners. But these aren't the green fields of Ireland, but the frozen surrounds of the Czech Republic. We're here in Rzeszów, just outside Prague, and to find out how these dogs got here from Ireland, we have to go to Mullinahone in Tipperary. This is the home of Paws, a charity dedicated to dog rescue. With just hours to go until the dogs depart for Prague, it's all hands on deck at the kennels.
The stress levels are really high today. I'm just glad there's no alcohol in the house, because it starts off about 3 days ago making sure that all the passports are stamped. We go into Alan, into the vets, and we terrorise him with a stack of passports, which he has to go through his computer and check the microchip against the rabies shot and sign off on all these passports. And then always at the last minute you'll find somebody needs to be defleed, or somebody needs to be wormed, or there's a passport missing, or an owner hasn't turned up with a dog, or they've turned up without the paperwork. So the whole day is absolutely nuts. And I tell you, once that van pulls out of here this evening, I will just go, phew.
NKM, by the way.
Well, basically one of the problems is there are so many greyhounds produced in Ireland every year, and only so many of them make the grade for the track. So then there's all this leftovers. And if people like us would take them in, get them neutered, get them vaccinated microchips, get their rabies shots, and get them homes. Now, unfortunately at the moment, the homes are abroad, because in Europe they see greyhounds as a novelty. They're very pretty, very elegant animals, whereas in Ireland they see them racing around a track after a little hare with a muzzle on them. So it's a whole different attitude.
The dogs will be met in Prague by Lucy Mirich, an experienced dog handler who organises the Czech side of the transport.
Lucy was over here at Christmas and she met a lot of the dogs, and I've sent her photographs and profiles of the new ones that have come in. And again, she has put them up on her website, and she's got the homes and she's just the home checks.
You were in the fight with your brother.
And when they arrive there, the families actually meet them at the arrival, and they take the dog straight home. Once a dog leaves here, there's no more kennels. That's it. They go straight into a couch or a sitting room or whatever, which is fantastic.
That's all he wants.
Paws should be commended on this. I mean, it's logistically, it's a big ask, bringing all these dogs from Ireland and having all the documentation for the EU pet passport correct and bringing them to Europe. I think it's great. I really do. I think it's wonderful that 27 dogs are going here today to Europe, and otherwise they possibly could have been put down.
Don't anticipate any problems, really. We have all the passports. The dogs have been clinically examined here today. The truck that we're using has a DEIRDRE certificate. Customs in Dover are very, very impressed with it. The dog is able to stand up, turn around, one dog into each kennel. They see around, they can see one another. No barking, who are you, that sort of thing. So hopefully plain sailing, fingers crossed.
I'm Seth Johnny, I miss you, girl.
The staff here, like some of the dogs, they say to me, oh, please don't send him, you know, well, we love him. But I mean, what can we do? We can't lock the dog up here for the rest of his life just because they love him, you know, he has to go. And so the best place for them is homes, not in kennels.
In Czechoslovakia!
He's still crap.
Go, go, go!
Bye!
After 3 days on the road through England, Belgium and Germany, the dogs will arrive here in pretty Prague. Czech side of the transport is handled here by Lucy Mirich, the owner of the Yorkieland Dog Salon, who, it's fair to say, is daft about dogs. Last year, she decided to do something about the mistreatment of Irish greyhounds.
When I heard about it, I was really terrified for this, and I would like to help. And if I can help this way, that I can find nice homes, so I won't help. Czech people loves dogs. It's on the Prague, for the statistic, we have 5.5 dogs for the one person, you know, so I think that it's a reason that Czech people very, very love dogs. And for example, in our Czech parks, you can see more dogs than kids.
It's the night before the greyhounds are due to arrive in Prague, and Lucy is worried that something will go wrong.
This 10 days before transport, I take the pills for the rest because I'm very nervous. I can't sleep. My husband is very angry for me because he tells me, relax, it's just dogs. But for me, not just dogs. For me, it's many, many more. And after tomorrow transport, I feel like a hero. Probably it's nothing, it's nonsense, but I feel like that.
Early the next morning, in the frozen countryside on the outskirts of Prague, the greyhounds finally arrived from Ireland.
Oh, we got here. We got here. Wow.
Tell me a little bit about the journey. How we go?
I was long, tired, a lot of night-time driving, but it was absolutely brilliant. This for Julie.
Each dog meets its new owner and can start looking forward to a life away from the kennel. And for some, there's even the luxury of a Chanel coat.
We adopted in December the first dog, Becky from Paws, because I couldn't see what happened with the dogs in Ireland. It's a great pet. We have 2 kids and they are lovely. She's sleeping with us in a bed. She loves Westies. She loves other dogs, so really is the best pet.
I think it's a great pet because they can run and they can sleep all day. It's much better than I had 2 dogs and they were probably crazier than greyhounds.
Oh, it's absolutely thrilling, as you know yourself, what you're seeing here today. The way these people, I mean, they treat these dogs like we treat poodles at home. They all sleep in their bedrooms. They all sleep on their beds. I mean, the whole point about it is that naturally, if we have so many of them, that we have to keep them in kennels in Mullinahone. And the mere fact of the matter that I bring them over here, and we come over here, Lucy takes them, that they, once they arrive there in these countries, that they no longer know what a kennel is. They no longer know that any kind of abuse whatsoever, because they are pets.
Self-service.
I'm very happy. I'm really happy because I see how they make very nice happiness and born of big love. So, of course, I'm very happy when I see this.
When we see the van driving out the gate, it's great, but at the same time, if you were here tomorrow morning, there's at least 10 or 12 coming in tomorrow. So it's going to start all over again tomorrow. You no sooner get out 20 or 30 than you get 20 or 30 in. And it's a constant stream. It never seems to stop.
From the pound to Prague, I think it's great to see those greyhounds being given a new lease of life in the Czech Republic. And for our next story, we're staying with